Welcome to my channel Made with Love. It's month of October and I have come with a new series of episode of my Andaman trip. It's a long awaited trip and I will share my experience with you. Traveling Andaman is such an experience which is woven with both joy and sorrow. The mesmerizing beauty and pristine beaches make you amazed. On the other hand, the torturous history of the British rulers with the freedom fighters in Cellular jail will bring tears in your eyes. Andaman and Nicobar is a union territory of India consisting of 572 islands, of which only 37 are inhabited. I availed flight from Kolkata to Port Blair, which took 2 hours to reach. Port Blair, being the capital, is connected with other major cities of the country. As soon as the islands are visible from the flight, you will get excited to watch the awe-striking view of the islands in the caress of blue-green Bay of Bengal. The day of my journey was quite cloudy, still the view was mind-blowing. Airfare from Kolkata to Port Blair ranges from 5,000 to 20,000. It's a 6 night 7-day journey, and in this episode, I will show you my day 1 of the Andaman trip. Prepaid taxi booth is available inside the airport. At present, the visitors are required to produce the certificates for double vaccination and the ID proof in the airport, and they will put a vaccinated stamp on the passenger's left wrist. Port Blair is a capital city of the entire island and it's a very clean and safe place to roam around. Local residents are gentle and honest. Many hotels are there and I chose to stay in Hornbill Nest run by Anitco. The reason behind choosing this hotel is this is the only hotel which is just on the seashore and it's a huge property. You can see how clean the road is. I am going from airport towards my hotel. Onto my left, sea is there. In 1943, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose came here and hoisted Indian national flag for the first time and made this island free from British rulers. This is the place where he hoisted the flag. A beautiful temple is seen on the roadside. And this is the Hornbill Resort. It's a huge property. Price is moderate. It's on the sea beach. You can see how beautiful the location is. I will upload another entire episode giving the detail of this resort. This is the inside part of the resort. Small cottages are there. And this is the sea beach. This is famous Corbin's Cove Beach in Port Blair. Tourists love doing water sports in this tranquil sandy beach. After checking in and having lunch, I proceeded for a local trip in Port Blair. This is anthropological museum enriched with the history of local tribes. Photography and videography is not allowed inside. 20 rupees per person is ticket. This is Cellular jail. Andaman witnessed the darkest side of the inhuman torture of British rulers. These remote islands were considered to be a suitable place to punish the freedom fighters. The British authorities in India had been using Andaman Islands as a prison since 1847. By the late 19th century, the independent movement had picked up momentum. As a result, the number of prisoners sent to Andaman grew and the need for a high security prison was felt. Cellular jail was constructed between 1896 and 1906. The bricks used to build the building were brought from Burma. The building had 7 wings. At the center, which is a tower, served as the intersection and was used by the guards to keep watch on the inmates. The bricks used to build the building were brought from Burma. Total 696 cells were there. Each cell was 15 feet by 9 feet approximately with a ventilator at a height of 10 feet. This is Amar Jyoti. This open space is used for light and sound show, though light and sound show is closed since COVID. So at the time of our visit, we couldn't see it. These are the cells of one wing. This is one wing. And this is another wing. This is the back side of each cell. As I told you, one window was there in each cell at the height of 10 feet. Innumerable number of prisoners spent years after years in one cell along with inhuman torture of Britishers. There are no official records of how many freedom fighters actually died here. It is said that drinking water was served twice a day. Now we are moving towards the inside part of the wing. This is one cell. Just imagine it's 15 feet by 9 feet with a single window opening at the height of 10 feet. How painful it is to stay here inside years after years. The cells were designed in such a manner that the prisoners couldn't see each other's face, couldn't communicate between each other. Even they were not known who was kept in his adjacent cell. It is said that Veer Savarkar's brother wouldn't get to know for 3 years exactly in which cell his brother was kept. The lock of the prison cell is designed in such a manner that the inmate would never be able to reach the latch of the lock. It is said that the keys were thrown inside after locking the gate. It is another psychological torture for the inmates. Hundreds and thousands of freedom fighters were sent to Cellular jail, and most of them were from Bengal. Ullash Kardatto was tortured, declared insane due to malarial infection, transferred to Hado Island, and held there for another 14 years. Indu Bhushan Roy hanged himself with his own torn kurta inside the cell. Chhatar Singh was suspended in an iron suit for 3 years. Mahavir Singh, Mohan Kishore, Mohit Mitro had been killed, drowned in milk. The feeding tube filled with milk were sent in their lungs. This is Veer Savarkar's cell. It is in the third floor of one wing. The cellular jail was forced to empty in 1939. In 1942, the Japanese seized the islands and decided to transform it into war prisoners' camp. Notionally, during this period, control of the islands was passed to Subhash Chandra Bose. Netaji hoisted the Indian national flag for the first time on the islands at Gymkhana Gad in Port Blair, and Azad Hind Fauj had freed the territory from British colonial rule. This is the terrace area. Ross Island and New Bay Island are visible from here. In 1945, the British resumed control of the islands and prison a month after the surrender of Japan at the end of Second World War. Initially, there were 7 wings in Cellular jail, but at present there are only 3 wings, Four wings got destructed at the time of Second World War. Cellular Jail was declared national memorial by the Prime Minister Morarji Desai in 1979. The tragedy of the cellular jail fills our hearts with sorrow. Thus, by paying my tribute to the departed souls, I'd like to sign off for the day. Stay tuned for more episodes.